Let us discuss about magnetic field lines. Magnetic field lines, their properties. Till now we have studied that a bar magnet is there. Let us say a bar magnet is there. Around it, there will be a magnetic field. Even if you take a current carrying loop, will be creating, suppose there is a wire, around it there will be a magnetic field. So how do I represent this magnetic field? I represent magnetic field with the help of lines. Let us say I take a bar magnet and we say that the magnetic field lines originate from the north pole and they move to the south pole. They are like this. Okay, this is the direction of the magnetic field lines. Okay, now at any point if I want to know the direction of the magnetic field line, I need to draw a tangent over there. Okay, so first of all, these lines are imaginary lines, they don't exist. Only in order to study, because see, if I say near this magnet I bring a iron piece, now this is attracted towards it. Now why it is attracted towards it? Because of a strong magnetic field around this magnet. So to mathematically analyze the situation, we have kept this magnetic field lines concept. So how these lines have come means, if you take a compass and if you keep the compass at different locations, the needle will point in a particular direction. At this location the needle will point like this, at this location the needle will point like this, then here it will point like this. If you try to draw all those things and you observe the pattern looks like this. So this direction what we are showing, what is the meaning of that? Means this arrow is pointing towards the north. If I put a small tiny magnet over here, the needle always points towards the north. So if I put a tiny magnet over here, it will point towards in this direction. Inside the magnet, the magnetic field lines will originate from south and move towards the north. Why? If I break this magnet, I will get another two pieces. So this is south pole, so this is my north pole. Okay, so here also the lines will be in this direction. Why? Because if this is south pole, if you bring a magnet, this north repulsion will be there and south attraction will be there. So here if you put a small magnet, the south of the magnet will be pointing towards this part of the magnet. That means for the small magnet, north is here. So similarly this pattern will be like this. I have broken a larger magnet into small pieces. Originally it was like this. Let us say this was south and this was north. Now it will be south north, south north, south north and south north. So it will be pointing in this direction. Okay, so inside the magnet the field lines will be like this. Outside it will start from the north and end towards the south. So they form closed loops. First important point is they form closed loops. If you want to find the magnetic field line direction at any point, you need to draw a tangent over there. Okay, at any point you need to draw the tangent. This tangent, this arrow will point towards the north at that particular place. So it is observed that if you take this a small magnet and you take small iron filings, they call it filings, like iron powder. If you sprinkle over here, you will find that this region and this region, it will be very dense, whereas when you go farther you will find very less. So very less. Here it will be very less, but near the North Pole and the South Pole, you will find lot of iron filings. It means that near the poles the magnetic field is very strong. So how do I represent that with the magnetic field lines? Means if you see the magnetic field lines, they will be very close while they enter or leave, but once they go out they will be quite far apart. Okay, it will be like this. So this region and this region, the magnetic field will be very strong. So suppose there is a particular area like this, and through this there are a lot of lines passing through. Magnetic lines are more here, and here only few lines are passing. We will say that B is strong here and B is weak here. B is strong in this situation and B is weak in this situation. So these are magnetic field lines. Okay, and let us take another example. If I take a bar magnet and these field lines will be like this, like we discussed now. I put another bar magnet close to it, so it will have its own field lines, right? So you can see there are some intersection points. This is never possible. This is never possible. The magnetic field lines never intersect. Why they don't intersect? If I draw the exaggerated version of this, I take a magnet here, I take a magnet here. So this is like this, let us say, and let us say this is like this. Okay, this is north south and this is north south. This is the direction for this magnet, and here it is the direction. If you take this point is looking like this, you know, one field line like this, one field line like this. Okay, here at this point, if I have to get the direction of the magnetic field line, I need to draw a tangent like this. And here, if I want to get this is for the magnet 1 and this line is for the magnet 2. Now here I need to draw a tangent like this. So at a particular point you are getting two different magnetic field line directions. But if you keep a compass over there, the compass will show only one direction. It will not show two directions. So this kind of intersection of lines is never possible. So when you keep two magnets closer, the magnetic field lines will change in that particular region, but they will never intersect. Okay, so if you keep two magnets like this, it will originate and end over here, but it will be in such a fashion that they never touch or intersect with each other. So the main properties are magnetic field lines. If you want to know the direction, you need to draw a tangent, and very close they are, it means the magnetic field is very strong, and they form closed loops. These are the three important points. And inside the magnet, the field lines will be from south to north inside, but outside it will be from north to south. It is even experimentally tested. So this is how we draw the magnetic field lines. When we study about flux and all that, we should know this very clearly. So when you take a current carrying wire, okay, when you take a current carrying wire, let us say it is a current carrying wire, and this current carrying wire it will start behaving like a magnet. So when I say it will start behaving like a magnet, means it will have its own south and a north pole. So all the properties what we have studied over here, it applies to this also. So please make note of these small points. We'll discuss further.